This microphone arm is like $10 with a with a $600 mic attached to it. Ignoring that. But like I have not done any cable management or anything. It's just everything here works. It's not great, but it works.
The microphone arm thing makes me laugh because this thing here, so this arm came with that microphone back there. I don't know if you can see it.
Wait, can you move that arm forward just slightly a little bit? I think I know. Is that the same arm I have?
It may be.
Like that top.
Does it have little knobs?
Yeah. I think that's the same one.
It came with that microphone. That microphone was like $30.
It probably is.
It definitely is not meant to hold a $400 mic from Heil. It definitely is not.
What mic is that?
This is the Heil PR40. It's atrocious. Don't buy it. It's really bad. In order to actually get good sound out of it, you have to go and do a whole bunch of EQ and stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not great. I bought it because Leo Laporte uses it. I mean, because obviously, big podcaster uses the Heil PR40. Obviously, it has to be good, right? It's not good. Now, if I were buying, I've had this mic for 10 years, so it's not a big deal. I've gotten my money out of it. If I were buying a new mic today that was this cost, I would buy that one that you have. Now, you just got that mic, right?
Yes, I just bought my Shure SM7B about a week or so ago.
You're probably going to do a video on it, so I don't want you to ruin your video, but how do you like it? Is it good?
Beautiful. I love this mic. The only problem is, okay, without getting too much into details, the one problem this mic has is very difficult to drive. I have got my mixer maxed out right now. If we put it back to like where I was, where I had it set for my old mic, you probably can't hear me now.
It's very soft.
Yeah. That's the biggest problem with the Shure. It is an insanely difficult mic to drive, but it sounds really nice.
Yeah, you almost have to get a cloud lifter in order to get it.
I've got one on order.
Yeah.
Which makes me depressed because it's a lot of money. It's like $900 on this setup.
This needs, I know. This thing here needs a cloud lifter too, and because right now I have the gain cranked all the way up, just like I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna touch it because I have it where you can actually hear me.
Yeah,
I go up there, I touch it, you'll never hear me again because it took me ages to get to this point. The problem is, I don't know if I want to invest in a cloud lifter until I can change this microphone because I want to change the microphone. Like I'm getting sick of having to go into Audacity every time I do a video and just EQ the crap out of it because there's no bass to it whatsoever. It makes me sound like I talk like a Oompa Loompa. It's really bad. I mean, it's not as bad. Excuse me. It's not as bad through like Discord because Discord compresses the crap out of everything anyways. Yeah. So it's not bad, but if you're just recording it raw audio to Audacity, it sounds really, really high pitched. Like I swear I went through puberty. I mean, at some point in the last 35 years, my voice broke and I went through puberty. Like I remember it happening. But this microphone would swear that I was still 12 years old. It's really bad. And I don't understand because you watch YouTube videos like Podcastage and
yeah. That's a great channel.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of those, and Tom Buck, I think his name. They like, this microphone's perfectly fine.
Oh wait,
and
you didn't watch Epos Vox's video then? The Hale PR40 is a legendary disappointment.
Yeah. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that really don't like this, but there's one guy out there who does it. He does like Audacity, like tutorials or whatever.
Yeah.
How to make yourself sound great in Audacity, and you watch that thing, and he has a Heil PR40, and he has this amazing British accent, right?
There's the problem. The British accent makes every mic sound good.
I know, but he does before and he does after. Like, I can't get. I mean, I do exactly that thing. I can never make this mic sound that good. And granted, you're right. I don't have that accent as much as I would try. I was like, maybe it's a good idea to do a British accent, but no, that's not a good idea. You don't want me to do that. That'd be horrible. It's just, I can't make this mic sound good. I've tried every tutorial on the internet to make it sound good from a raw recording, and it's not there. So I don't understand. I mean, granted, I don't have a mixer. All I have is an audio interface.
What are you using for that one?
Focusrite Solo.
Okay.
And it's fine. But it sounds like this microphone sounds like garbage. Now I have a Rode PodMic. I can't talk anymore. I have a Rode PodMic back there too. That was about $100. And you watch YouTube videos of people who have Rode PodMics, and they sound amazing. Like they got rich, full sound. I plug that thing in. I sound like crap. So I'm beginning to think it's not the mic. It's probably just my voice. maybe it's just my voice. I could spend $1,000. I could get one of those Neumann microphones that are like $7,000 or something like that, and I'd probably still sound exactly like this. And yeah, that would be worse than all my Clash of Clans money combined. It'd be complete waste of money.
That's one of the problems with looking at mic reviews. You sort of have to find someone that has I guess a similar sort of voice range to you, because like if you're, it wouldn't be very, very helpful if someone with like a deep British accent was watching some like, I don't know, some chick from California reviewing a mic. Like, their voices are completely different. And while you can obviously get an objective idea of how the mic should sound, it doesn't really relate to how it's going to sound with your specific voice.
Yeah, that's a good point. The low voice was a really good point, because like Epos Fox has that really low voice. Like he makes he reviewed like that Razer microphone. It's like a $75.
Yeah.
It sounded amazing, but it wasn't the mic that sounded amazing. He just has a fantastic voice. like I don't like. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm never gonna have that voice. You can't change it. Unfortunately, you can't. You can't.
Well, you can always just like put it on. You can try to like put it on a new accent and see what happens.
What you can. Okay, so while we're ranting about mics, there's a podcast for a football team over here that I cheer for. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, and they do an after game podcast. And one of the hosts has a Blue Yeti, and I swear to God, nobody on the internet that isn't in audio knows how to use a Blue Yeti. They all have them pointed at their mouths like this, and like I don't think like the Blue Yeti is not a front address microphone. It's just not. It's a side address microphone.
It would be like if I recorded with the Shure like this. Like, this is not how you record. This probably sounds horrendous.
But you can't go into the chat of a podcast that has nothing to do with microphones and tell them that they're using their microphone wrong. You sound like an arrogant douchebag.
Oh no. Now the mic's pointed the wrong direction. Okay, now we're good. Cool. Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's just you can't.
Okay, the problem with the Blue Yeti is when you open the box, it has a diagram of how the mic should be used.
Well,
like, there's no excuses.
Like, holding this up to the camera.
Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti, yes.
I have all the I have all the microphones, all of them. The problem with the Blue Yeti is that it has all of these little icons on the knob.
Yes.
And nobody knows what those icons. I think no. Here's the thing. Yeah, those. I think that every single YouTuber, every single one of us, no matter what your topic, probably could go to if you're a YouTuber, go to your closet, because you have one of these. Everyone does. Every single person has bought one of these things because you want to know what? They're cheap. Okay. You don't need an audio interface. You don't need nothing.
One argument I'll make for that is they were cheap back when they first came out. Nowadays, things like the pod mic are a much better deal.
Yeah, totally agree. But people still buy this because it has a reputation.
It does,
of being cheap.
Like the C920.
This thing doubles really good as an intruder detection, because you could beat somebody over the head with this thing. It weighs 12 pounds. It's built like a tank, and you can't. I mean, even the pod mic isn't built this well, and it doesn't come with a stand. So I mean, with this thing, pop on your desk, plug in a micro USB, which is just like micro USB. What are we? It was it's 1990.
Mini B, not micro.
Mini. Yeah, I can never remember which is which. They have
micro is the one that actually was popular.
Either way. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, yes.
Like, we don't want to get into that because I had a camera that had like a really weird stupid. Anyways, you plug that in, set it on your desk, and you're good to go. You're podcasting.
And you start bumping your desk, and you can hear every single tap.